Hi everyone, my name is Dilara Gökçenler. I'm an architect and PhD student. I'm working as a research assistant in Düzce University. I'm a member of the System Thinking Society in Turkey and one of the researchers studying on different disciplines such as architectural system dynamics for 10 years. So today, relatedly, I'm going to present Modeling the Change of Rural Housing Morphology study. When we define the problem statement, we can narrate that depending on the changing living conditions, desired attitudes, and physical environment, people need to design their unique built environment and to form ideal forms. The change in the house form in the rural occurs with the effect of many uncontrollable parameters from time to time, while change, which is not a measurable concept, triggers the existence of dynamism. Keeping its inevitability under control in a built environment affected numerous parameters can be a desirable attitude, while its changes, which are made against the deterioration and depreciation in the form of the house over time, increase the livability, also differentiate the rural or traditional house form in terms of original value, and sometimes even damage this form. In this direction, in the study, it is aimed to examine and evaluate the changes in the rural house morphology, the original value of the house, will to live in the house, and the relations between the variables. When we mention about the study approach or hypothesis, we can ask some questions as seen here. In the direction, the hypothesis put forward in the study, parameters such as environmental, sociocultural, and individual factors affecting the rural built environment cause changes in the use of housing and the physical structure of the house, and it is possible to keep these changes down with a holistic approach. At this point, the system dynamics approach is discussed at the architectural scale in order to examine the change that has occurred over time and to evaluate the current situation. System dynamics approach can examine the relationships within the domain of the architecture in the time context and can provide various insights with simulations in a rural settlement and house scale. Here I will mention about the progress and other points of the study. You can see the development diagram of change model. After the problem definition stage, the scope and conceptual framework are created. Then site analyses are carried out in order to obtain the necessary data for establishing the system dynamics model. The study is shaped in line with the case study, so the survey and oral history interviews are conducted with the residents. Here are some example house photographs from the case sites. We can see the differentiation with built form addition and below with different physical innovations. This model is the stock flow diagram of the rural housing morphology change, and here are the change model graphs respectively represented as inhabitability level of existing house. The second one is original value of the house, and the third one is living desire in the house graphs. While interpreting the model, we can say that will to live in the house is a desirable attitude in terms of ensuring the continuity of rural housing. This attitude is supported by the renovation of the house due to the wishes or needs of the inhabitants. However, in the situation that emerged as a result of this change, it is seen that the original texture of the houses is mostly damaged by the use of materials and formal additions or subtractions. At the end of this progressive study, with the created SD model, the relations of original and economic value of the houses are analyzed with impact parameters. In the direction of the goal of preserving the original value of the house, the SD approach has increased the level of applicability in architecture discipline by modeling change in the house scale. Further, it is aimed to complete the stages such as scenario analysis of development diagram and the continuation of the research. Thank you for your attention.